Welcome back to my channel one more time. In this video, we'll be discussing the release of millions of new Epstein files and the insights gained from them. Now, before we move on and explain everything to you in details, I want you to consider to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. A previously discarded 55-page, let's start with this. A previously discarded 55-page sex trafficking indictment against Epstein from the Bush, his Justice Department, which would have led to a much longer prison sentence for the pedo Jeffrey Epstein than 1 year he received, got exposed. How many of us even knew about this 55-page case against Jeffrey Epstein back in the Bush era? The role of Alex Acosta, later promoted by Trump. You are hearing it right. You are with Epstein, you are very close to Trump at the same time, looks like. He was later promoted, Alex Acosta, by Trump in striking Epstein's quote-unquote sweetheart deal. It also got exposed. I will actually play a video from MS now so you can see for yourself. Evidence from new emails that a current Trump official, Lutnick, I call him Lunatic Nick, lied about his last contact with Epstein and attempted to arrange a visit to Epstein's island. Shocks everyone, but shocks today no one. Why? Because this is how they run the show. What is so pathetic and disgusting to me among all of this is this name, Elon Musk. He accused Donald Trump of being in the Epstein files, but the new files show Musk himself expressing interest in attending a quote-unquote wildest party night on Epstein's island. What a liar. What a liar. I want you to take a listen at this commentary from MS Now.
Whether he realized the files were ever going to come out or not, he was working for an administration that now was backing secrecy. He then was talking, while in office, about Epstein being a blackmailer.
That's what his MO was, get a massage, get a massage. And what happened in that massage room, I assume was on video. This guy was the greatest blackmailer ever. Blackmailed people, that's how he had money.
Not just a blackmailer, says Lutnick, but one of the greatest. That's like saying a greatest drug deal ever, or greatest criminal conspirator ever. It means that Lutnick is saying this guy did this a lot, even though his fellow cabinet official, Pam Bondi, was recently saying there was no blackmail and nothing else. And now the files suggest there was certainly a lot of people that there were leads for. So this is the tension inside the Trump administration with people that we're now learning were in the files, we're emailing with Epstein, we're discussing potentially visiting him while they talk about his blackmail operation.
Absolutely. How pathetic that is. Now, the existence of an internal suspect list chart. FBI, guys, FBI, they knew all of this like decades ago, but they were hiding everything from us. They were hiding all along. They lied to us. They had a chart, internal suspect list, created by federal authorities, FBI, with Epstein at the center and various associates connected, which was never pursued by the DOJ, also came to light. Can you believe this? Our own organizations who we trust are lying. The Trump DOJ's claim that video footage related to Epstein's death in prison was lost, and we still don't know where these footages are. Was he killed? Was he unaliving himself? None of these things we know nothing about. And yet, the MAGA base will tell you Trump is never connected, Trump doesn't know anything about it, he never visited the island. Well, these are all blatant lies. This is getting even more bizarre. Take a listen.
Then we get to recent history. Trump, of course, losing the battle to stop the Epstein law. It passed overwhelmingly. It required the DOJ to release the files. By the end of December, they started with basically under 1% and heavy redactions. You'll see here. And then, over 40 days past due, and thus breaking the law, after those 13,000 files, you get this new batch of 3 million. And many of the files have incriminating material that we've highlighted here, which can make more sense in the broader timeline. DOJ says this is the final drop. Epstein's accusers, though, note that after all of this delay, some lying, these errors, Trump keeping officials in his cabinet who now have been caught lying about this and had some tie to Epstein while saying he's a blackmailer. After all of that, victims note that the DOJ still had redaction errors at a minimum, that they exposed some identities at the very same time that they seemed so intent to go to great lengths to delay, deny, defy, or protect some people in the files.
Well, good point. Do you know whose names were redacted from the redacted files of Donald Trump? The name of the perpetrators, not the victims. What Trump said, oh, don't release the file. This is what he said to Pam Bondi, because it will hurt people. But then when he released those files, he redacted those criminals' names, those pedos' names, not the victim's name, about whom he was so careful. Oh, they will get hurt. The victims will get hurt. Unbelievable kind of lies here we are seeing. As we know, the Epstein transparency law, overwhelmingly passed by Congress, forced the DOJ to release these files despite initial delays and heavy redactions. Guys, we had to force our government to expose criminal activities, pedo activities. I mean, why? Why would anybody have to do this? Well, it is because the government is directly involved and they are the pedos too. Victims expressed that the release process was flawed, with redactions, errors, as I said, and an apparent intent to protect some individuals in the files. Protect who? Elon Musk. Protect who? Donald Trump, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates. Who knows what else is there in the file? The failure to pursue leads and the cover-ups protected not only Epstein but also powerful individuals involved in or aware of his crimes, and no one is held accountable as we speak. Can you believe this? Take a listen.
I don't think that there's a single survivor who's like, no, we shouldn't have done this. No, it needed to be done the right way. And it's just not. Everything was a power play. And now I'm feeling like this is a power play. Yes.
My response to his comment is like the age-old phrase, this isn't over until we say it's over. Meaning the 1,200 survivors fight for our right to see all the files.
They really failed all of the survivors on this.
It feels kind of in a way like additional intimidation, which is something that I think we all felt during our association with Jeffrey Epstein.
I want to know also from you guys how you guys are feeling about this. I'm pretty sure disgusted, sick to your stomach. Let me know in the comment section. See you in the next video. Subscribe.